Hello everyone, welcome back to Python beginner tutorial series. In this video we will see about loops. Loops are used for repeating a particular set of steps again and again based on a specific condition or on a particular range or a list of items or over a sequence. In Python, with for loop, we can execute a set of statements for each item in a list or a tuple or the dictionary keys or the dictionary values or anything in form of a list. For instance, let's create a small list. One equal to one. So if we want to print each item in this list, we can do something like so. This is the syntax. For item is a variable which we are creating within for, and in list is the variable in which we have the list of items through which we have to iterate and perform the operations enter inside the for loop. So each time this loop runs, each element of this list will be taken into consideration. As we see, first time when this loop was run, the item variable will be assigned with value 1, which is printed here. Then in the next iteration it will be value 2, and the third iteration will be value 3. Likewise, when we run a for loop on a list, each item in that list is taken into iteration. The same thing can be done for the characters in a string also. For instance, we have created a string here for character in string print character. So as we can see here, the string has been split up into characters, and each time the loop iterates within the string value, it takes up each character from that string and keeps on printing. For loop can also be used on a range, something like for a in range of 5 print a. Here range of 5 creates a list of numbers in range 0 to 5. So here number 5 is not included, and the range starts from 0 by default. We can change the behavior of range by mentioning the initial value also for a in range. If we want the range to start from 1 instead of 0, we can give 1 comma 5. So now as we can see, it is printing from 1. We can also mention the step value also. By default the step value is 1. We can even change that. As we can see here, the start value is 2, the end value is 10, and the step value is 2. So the first number is 2, plus 2 it's 4, plus 2 it's 6, plus 2 it's 8. So it is stepping by 2 every time it iterates. So this can be any number which we want. For loop has 3 inbuilt statements that can be used in different scenarios. First one is break. As the name states, break is to break out from the loop and exit in case a particular condition is met. We can do something like this for a in range of 10. If a is equal to 5, then break print a. As we can see here, we have given a range of 10, but it ended at 5 because we have given a condition, if condition here, to check whether if the value is equal to 5, and if it is true, it will break here. And as we can see here, it did not print 5 because we are trying to print the value in A after the break statement. So this can also be done like so now in this scenario 5 is printed here because we are first printing the item A, after that we are checking the condition. So this we have to use the break statement appropriately depending on the scenario we want, whether to break before printing the item or processing the item, or whether to break after processing the item. The second statement is continue. Continue is to skip a particular iteration and then the rest of the loop will be continued. Here when we break in between a for loop, the for loop breaks here and exits out of the loop. But in continue, it will skip only that particular iteration and continue with the others. We will use the same example for better understanding. If A equal to 5, we will continue. Okay, we don't need an else here. A equals 5, continue, print A. If we see here the similar example what we tried earlier, if A is equal to 5, we have mentioned as continue instead of break. So here while printing the number 5 is skipped and all other elements after that is printed. So continue is used to skip a particular iteration in a loop. The third statement in for is pass. Pass is used to do nothing inside a for loop. There might be scenarios exist where you have to enter a loop but do nothing. In that case we can use pass. So here it does nothing. So these are all the three statements that is used in for. In for we can use nested loops also, something like for A in range of 10, for B in range of 10, range of 5 will keep to keep it short, print A, print B. It has looped from A and then on B. So for better understanding we will take a different example. For A in range of 3, for B in A, B and C. Print string of A. We are converting the number to a string here, plus B. So now it is easy for us to understand. First it has taken 0 in range of 3 and it has looped within the second loop. So 0A, 0B and 0C. Then it has went to the previous the main loop where the value is 1 now, and it has printed 1A, 1B and 1C, and then it has again went to the first loop where the value is 2A, 2B and 2C. This is how we use nested loops. With this we will close this video. In next video we will see in detail about list. Thank you.